There are more than a dozen completely different categories of missile in service today, and almost none of them work the same way. Some fly into space, some skim the ocean at wave height, some don't even carry a warhead. Here is every major type of missile and exactly how each one does its job. Number 1. Ballistic. A ballistic missile only uses its engine for the first part of the flight. After that, it arcs high into the atmosphere, sometimes into space, then falls back down under gravity alone, much like a thrown rock. That steep, high-speed re-entry is what makes them so hard to intercept. Modern versions can even be steered onto moving ships during the final seconds of flight. Number 2. Submarine-Launched Ballistic. This is a full-size ballistic missile fired from underwater, from a submerged submarine. Its survivability doesn't come from speed or armor, it comes from being impossible to find. If no one knows where the submarine is, no one can strike it first, which guarantees a country can always retaliate. The American Trident II and the Chinese JL-3 are current examples. Number 3. Air-Launched Ballistic. Instead of launching from a silo or a sub, this missile drops from a bomber or fighter jet before its rocket motor ignites. Launching from a moving aircraft at altitude gives it extra range for free and makes the launch itself far harder to detect in advance. Russia's Kinzhal is the best known modern example. Number 4. Cruise. A cruise missile never leaves the atmosphere. It flies the entire route like a small unmanned jet, powered by an engine and kept in the air by wings. Its advantage is altitude control. It can hug the terrain at low level to stay under enemy radar. The American Tomahawk can hit a target the size of a window from over 1,000 miles out. Number 5. Hypersonic. This is the newest and most talked about category, defined by speed Mach 5 or faster, not by shape. One version glides towards its target after being launched on a rocket boost. The other uses its scramjet engine to sustain hypersonic speed inside the atmosphere. Either way, the combination of extreme speed and unpredictable flight paths make them extremely difficult to shoot down. Number 6. Surface to air. These are launched from the ground or a ship to shoot down aircraft or incoming missiles, and they form the backbone of modern air defense. They range from short-range systems to city-defending networks that can engage targets hundreds of kilometers away, like Russia's S-400. Number 7. Man-Portable Air Defense. This is the smallest end of the surface-to-air family, a missile light enough for one soldier to carry and fire from the shoulder. It trades range for portability, giving infantry the ability to threaten low-flying jets and helicopters without any vehicles or radar support. The Stinger is the most widely used example in the world. Number 8. Air-to-air. These are fired from one aircraft to destroy another, and they're the primary weapon of modern aerial combat. Short-range heat seekers, like the Sidewinder, lock onto engine heat for close dogfights. Long-range radar-guided missiles, like the AMRAAM, let a pilot fire at a target detected on radar long before it's visible to the eye. Number 9. Air-to-surface. This category covers anything launched from an aircraft to hit a target on land or at sea, letting an Air Force strike from well outside the range of ground defenses. It spans everything from large cruise missiles carried by bombers to similar precision weapons built to punch through bunkers or carter a runway. Number 10. Surface to surface. A broad term for anything fired from the ground or a ship at a target on land. On the strategic end, this includes intercontinental weapons, but in modern warfare, it often means tactical battlefield systems, precision rockets that can saturate an area, or heavier missiles like ATGMs, designed to destroy one high-value target deep behind enemy lines. Number 11. Anti-ship. Purpose-built to destroy warships and notoriously hard to stop because many fly just a few meters above the waves, staying below the radar horizon until the last possible moment. They can be launched from aircraft, ships, submarines, or coastal batteries. The Russian-designed Kh-35 is a well-known example. Number 12. Anti-tank guided. Built for one job, destroying armored vehicles. Modern systems like the Javelin use a top attack flight profile, climbing above the target before diving down onto the thin armor on a tank's roof. Many are also fire and forget, meaning the operator can take cover the instant the missile launches while it guides itself the rest of the way. Number 13. Anti-radiation. These hunt enemy radar. Instead of a camera or a heat sensor, they carry a receiver that listens for radar signals and homes in on the source. They're the core tool for suppressing enemy air defenses. Pilots bait a radar site into switching on, then fire to destroy it and clear a safe path for the rest of the strike package. Number 14. Anti-Submarine. Essentially a torpedo with a rocket ride. It launches from a ship or aircraft and flies a short ballistic or cruise path towards the target area, then releases a parachute and drops a small homing torpedo into the water, which switches on its own sonar to find and strike the submarine underneath. Number 15. Anti-Ballistic. The defensive side of the equation, built to do one of the hardest jobs in engineering: hit an incoming missile with another missile. Some intercept in space before re-entry, like the SM-3. Others engage during the final seconds of re-entry at extreme speeds, like THAAD and Patriot PAC-3. Number 16. Anti-Satellite. Designed to destroy or disable satellites in orbit. Since knocking out GPS, communications, or reconnaissance can cripple a modern military, the most common version is a direct ascent missile that launches from the ground or an aircraft and simply collides with its target in space. The United States, Russia, China, and India have all tested this capability. Number 17. Loitering Munitions. Often called Kamizaki drones, these blur the line between a drone and a missile. Rather than flying straight to a fixed target, they can circle over an area for an extended period while an operator searches for something worth striking, then dive in to destroy it on command. The Switchblade and the Lancet are the most recognized examples. Number 18. Decoy. The one category on this list that isn't meant to destroy anything. A decoy missile mimics the radar signature and flight path of a much larger aircraft, like a bomber or fighter jet. Launched ahead of a real strike package, it tricks enemy air defenses into switching on their radars and wasting interceptors, clearing a safe path for the actual attack behind it. 18 categories, and every one of them exists to solve a completely different problem. Hit a moving ship, survive underwater for months, deceive a radar operator, or destroy a target the size of a single satellite. Understanding how these systems differ is understanding how modern militaries actually think. Which one of these missile types do you think will matter most in the next decade? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoy cybersecurity content, watch the video that's being shown on the screen. Thank you for watching. See you guys on the next one.